Okay, so what is the contradiction with this is the question. I don't know. I would think the contradiction here is that you need a scepter to do it. How could she have had a scepter to cast this spell if she had a bucket of milk? So maybe that's it, the bucket of milk. Let's try this.
Got it!
The contradiction is here. The hand of the accused? She appears to be holding a milk bucket. Yes, but that milk bucket was said to have vanished from the crime scene. It's quite possible that there's an important reason behind its disappearance. Inquisitor Barnham, what are your thoughts on this? It's quite mysterious indeed, my lord. However, the Inquisition believes it bears no relation to the case. Forest wolves simply came and stole the bucket. Nothing more. Let us not dwell on the milk bucket for the time being, Mr. Wright. Rather, we should first consider any information within the Grand Grimoire that might lead us to a contradiction. Or a new piece of evidence. Maybe I should have another look at it. I just have to touch the Grand Grimoire button. Duh. It says it requires an incantation. My apologies, Your Honor. Please give me one more chance. Granted, but be warned, you're running out of chances, Defender. The Defender will now show us his supposed contradiction. The core illustration and the Grand Grimoire. Somewhere there's a contradiction between those two, and I gotta find it. This is my last chance. So it's not the milk bucket? What else is it then? The other hand? It's gotta be the hand with the lantern to show there's no scepter.
Got it!
Oh, I think I did get it. The contradiction is right here. The hand of the accused? She seems to be holding a lantern. What is your point? According to this tome, usually the spell Ignace requires the use of a witch's scepter as well as an incantation. Isn't that right? Correct. For witches to use magic, they must be in possession of a witch's scepter, also known as Talea Magica. If that's the case, then there's one thing that doesn't add up. Take another look at Miss Cantabella's hands. Tell me, do you see the witch's scepter in either of her hands? Aha! There we go. Let's see how you point that sword at me now. You did it, Mr. Wright. But wasn't that contradiction just a little too obvious? You may be right, Luke. Eh? It would certainly appear that the good Inquisitor is taking his particular oversight rather well. That is correct, Sir Apprentice Baker. But you should not underestimate me. Huh? This is perhaps your first time seeing this item, is it not? Right here, this very scepter you mention? One of the witnesses found it tossed in the shrubbery on the side of the path.
Ah, yes, indeed, that was I located it. My feet found themselves ensnared in the blasted thing, and it sent me flying through the air.
Somehow, I'm not surprised to hear you fell, Gramps. This scepter does... Oh, excuse me. This scepter does seem to carry a most sinister air. Indeed, my lord. However, this scepter will only work while the hands of a witch, with the incantation being said aloud. Aw, that's too bad. I wanted to try lighting some stuff on fire. Please don't look at me when you say that. You see, there are two magic gems set in the scepter. Magic gems. Looks like a red gem and a white gem. These gems each contain a particular magic spell. By simply looking at these magic gems, one can easily determine which magic spell can be used. Nick, quick, look at this page. Okay. Okay, yes. Is that the red magic gem? Indeed, the red gem you see here is the spell Ignaze, and if you look carefully, you should notice that this scepter also has one more spell that can be used. One more spell? That must be the white gem. Mr. Roy, I found it. Here's the spell for the white magic gem. Demir, vanishing spell. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight, switching a mirror to make it reappear. A mirror. Maybe that's what she cast. The two guys vanished, and everyone just erroneously assumed that they were burned. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Urgh. I see you managed to work it out in that crusty head of yours. That's just... it can't be. The reason the witch's scepter couldn't be seen is because the magic spell Demir had made it disappear. That's right. In other words, the accused conjured a cowardly spell to camouflage her own use of magic. No. No way. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Order, order, order. Inquisitor Barnum, please submit the scepter to evidence.
Objection.
Hold on, please. Is there a problem, Sir Baker? Okay, I understand this is a witch's scepter. However, whether or not the scepter was missing at the Bella's possession has not yet been proven. What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker? Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. Supposing Miss Cantabella did in fact handle this witch's scepter, then her fingerprints would still be on it. What's with the silence? They don't know what fingerprints are. Watch. You said, fingerprints? Inquisitor Barnum, tell me, just what is this Baker blabbering about? I haven't the slightest clue, my lord. Is it the Baker's first time in court? It is the Baker's first time in court, after all. Huh? I'm afraid it's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprinting does not yet exist. What? I can't believe it. As I've said already, best you head back to the bakery, lest you just continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas. Everyone is half-baked as your terrible puns, Barnum. The evidence does not exist. Forensic evidence does not exist here. Or forensic science does not exist here. Instead, this is a world in which witches and magic are accepted as fact. Truly fascinating. What the heck? There are just way too many things I don't know about this world. Mr. Wright, I believe you may be able to take these things you don't know and use them to your advantage. Huh? The Inquisition believes that there is no room for debate on this matter. The accused clearly attempted to conceal her magic. Better look next time, Sir Apprentice Baker. Mayhap your next loaf will not leave such a bitter taste in our mouths. I'm screwing up the words now. Now then, my lord, I believe it is time. I ask that you render your unwavering verdict.
Objection.
Layton objected. Pardon the interruption. May I have a word, Inquisitor Barnum?